Greetings, dear brothers and sisters, dear sons and daughters in the light. I am Sovereign Lord Emmanuel the Great, and we welcome you to this most beautiful time of expansion. We welcome you to this most beautiful time of gaining more knowledge about yourself and about your inner state of healing, how to heal yourself greater. For healing to the spiritually minded person is so beautiful. It is so beautiful, and it is so blessed by us too. I, Sovereign Lord Emmanuel the Great, am blessing all the people who desire to reach out to greater healing. For when a person heals, they become more beautiful than so many diamonds upon your earth. And I will state than all the diamonds upon your earth. For what good are diamonds to a divine being? But when one person heals in love, that person grows so much, and the power becomes so great on so many levels. Indeed, that one will have very, very great blessings. Much more blessings to give than all the diamonds upon your earth. At times, healing is a difficult road to take. It will take patience. It will take perhaps tribulations and inner suffering. And yet, when a person becomes healed and they begin to understand that they have so much love within, and they have that joy, that inner peace, and that inner knowing that they are so blessed. Happy is the one who hears these words being spoken, for they are truly the treasures of the great heavens. And they are the wise ones. And the wise ones always seek the greater treasures of the kingdom. The wise ones never look within the treasures of the earth so much. They will always look upwards and say, how can I develop myself greatest on a day-to-day basis? Spiritual development takes time. It's a slow-growing process. It is a day-by-day process. And when you are grounded in the great love and you call in the greatest archangels, you are always so guided and protected. And when you ask for wisdom to come within you, and you begin to listen to the higher wisdom being spoken every day, you begin to develop in a stronger spiritual being. And it is not the long distance that matters. It is what happens on a day-to-day process. That's what truly brings a person into strong wisdom. Every day the wise one will stay in the forgiveness. Please, great angels, help me to forgive, they say. I ask for the greatest wisdom to come to me now, so I may have the patience with myself, so I'm not frustrated with my seemingly slow growth. That person is so much blessed. They will see the greater gates being opened before them because they are the wise ones. The wise ones always sees the very best within themselves. They will never judge themselves. They will never say, this is how I am doing and I'm not doing well at all. They will say, this is how well I am doing. And look at me. Every day I do a little bit more in the love and the light. And when you do that little bit more, whether it is a little forgiving, whether it is a little asking, whether it is a little bit of the violet flame, whether it is a little bit of grounding, whether it is a little bit of giving to a beautiful friend in need, all these things are much more worth than anything that is material and that belongs to the worldly ways, as it were, of the other people. For they don't understand the spiritual values of a true spiritual person. These were the same teachings that people heard 2,000 years ago when my channel Jesus brought through the words of my being Sovereign Lord Emmanuel the Great. And the people then began to develop an inner spiritual relationship with the great beings of wisdom in the great heavens. For they learned to understand that they were so valuable and that nothing was unseen, whether it was giving a gift to a beautiful person, speaking lovingly to self, forgiving their neighbour for whatever they had done, forgiving themselves for whatever they had done to self, doing more work in love, staying with a friend who was afraid for something. Oh, so many people were in so much fear back then, comforting, helping, healing, whatever it was. Even one smile does not go unrecognized. When you talk to your beautiful animals and love, that is seen as a beautiful spiritual gift. And when you start seeing yourself as a spiritual giver and understand how all little things are so big in the eyes of the great divine, you will see yourself spiritually developing so quickly. Never say you don't do enough. Never wish for more that is given to you in the moment, for each moment is sufficient. Each moment is enough. Each moment carries its own wisdom. Each moment helps you to go to the next moment. When you appreciate yourself in this moment, then you will go to the next moment with deeper appreciation, and then you will see your life becoming more greater and it will flourish. So we encourage you to do this, friends. We encourage you to take little steps each day. Make a program for yourself as how you can spiritually develop, not with big, long chunks of spiritual progress each day, for that you will never be able to do. But it is the wise ones who makes the little goals every day. Today I will do this. Tomorrow I will do that. Then the next day I will do that. And that person begins to consciously become aware of spiritual development. And also encourage yourself to do that. When you have achieved a certain stage, go and celebrate it. Always recognize your spiritual development and praise yourself for doing it from the heart. Always search within your heart and never compare yourself to another and think that you are not good enough or you're not as good as another. For then I, Sovereign Lord Emmanuel the Great, will say to you, but dear one, are you not my child of the light also? I do not see any difference between this person and that person. Go and praise yourself and know that you're all doing the most beautiful work of the love. And when you reach that stage of self-love, then you will reach the next stage of deeper awareness of your deepest spiritual values. For all things in the love will grow upwards, and you are so beautiful, and we take delight in anyone and everyone who does spiritual progress and their own spiritual program. So I welcome you to the most beautiful, grand time of deepest spiritual healing. Greetings, I am Sovereign Lord Emmanuel the Great.
Greetings.
Greetings.